Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for the crypto neo news, education, and opportunities. My name is Lucas.
My name's Ryan.
I'm Jacob.
And we've got a lot of news and opportunities, a little education on another one of our favorite projects. This is not financial advice, legal advice, commercial advice. It's just education, entertainment, information. It's us sharing our research as we fumble our way and we learn more about this new emerging technology called blockchain, cryptocurrency. It's a new language. You know, if you would have asked someone 5 years ago, stakers and validators and proof of stake and encrypted private messages on a blockchain, they'd be like, what are you talking about? But now that's kind of what we're talking about. Actually, that is what we're talking about. We're going to talk about one of our favorite projects, Alter Private Messaging. I mean, it's literally, if you're looking at blockchain Web 3.0 saying, okay, despite AMMs and DEXs and DeFi, what's going on with blockchain? Well, what's going on is you've got Secret Network, the premium layer one smart contract privacy platform. And we've talked about the importance of privacy in blockchain, the necessity of that for many applications. And Alter is one of many. There are other things being built on Secret Network that's take advantage of privacy. Secret NFTs themselves have a utility and a value that you can't mimic on Solana or any other EVM. I just mentioned one, Fantom, just Ethereum, any other public chain. They can't mimic the utility that you can get from Secret NFTs. So we're going to see development in the future of more applications that really understand the importance, that take advantage of that privacy feature. We've got playlists. We talk about more than just Secret Network and the IBC. We look for innovation happening all over the place. We've got videos. We've got playlists. If you're new, take your time, do your own research. It's a brand new technology and we're all learning and growing. There's plenty of time to take a look at these videos. Subscribe, notification bell if you want to support. And if you are one of those whales that is just so grateful for the alfalfa that we're feeding you, then you can hit those donation below to keep the desk lamp lights going. And we're going to keep powering through this with our teleprompters. No, just come here. We're just going to fly by and take these tabs and power through it. So, but before I do, Ryan, we talk about things, not just crypto, because it's just one sector, it's one market, one technology in a bigger piece of the pie that you and we like to kind of look at these macro things, right?
Yeah. So you see, we had this macro outlook playlist where we talk about the current events, stuff bigger than crypto, like the Fed, monetary policy, inflation, war issues, supply chain issues, put all that into our our calculator, if you will, and try to come up with some kind of understanding of where we're at in the macro picture. Are we in a bubble? Are we in a bear market? And what to expect. So look out for those videos.
So yeah, macro outlook. It's a new technology that looks to grow a lot in unprecedented ways. That being said, we live in a financial system in a market that has bubble tendencies and needs to contract. And when that happens, that affects all markets. However, continue to do your research and find those projects that are developing, because when you do, right, you will find some amazing opportunities and value and airdrops. Just for supporting these communities, you will be gifted tokens into your crypto wallet just for being a member and supporting them early as other projects develop. And let's talk about one of these.
Speaking of airdrops, right?
Yeah. Speaking of airdrops, speaking of early projects developing, and something that's really exciting. I always get excited because Alter continues, that Oscar and the team, they continue to just develop, collaborate, build on the roadmap and more. So it's exciting because when you first get into blockchain and crypto and you realize how innovative Bitcoin is, which is the pioneer, is the ultimate innovator, and you see how many other developers are taking advantage of blockchain technology and looking to build off of it. Alter, this is one of the few projects out there, and I mean, point to how much is developed in crypto that has created something with this much utility for really to build large communities in long-term use. I mean, people love to send messages, people love emailing, people love to chat, people do it, they love privacy. There's already applications for your phone to help send encrypted messages or for privacy for chatting. And now to be able to do that with true privacy and with this security of blockchain technology, and this is, you know,
yeah, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal. So
so we have some news, right? We have a partnership.
We do.
And there's going to be an airdrop associated with this new partnership coming up. So let's just get right into it. So Clan Network is its own blockchain as part of the Cosmos Tendermint ecosystem. I don't think it's out yet, right?
No,
is it still in the launch? Yeah, it hasn't been launched. It'll happen when the airdrop occurs, right? That'll be kind of the going live. So we're not there yet, but it's good to get the heads up on these things.
But
something
to note before you mentioned about Clan Network, just for those who don't know, Alter is a validator for Secret Network. And we've mentioned this in the past. If you stake with them, you basically get free messaging service. You don't have to pay for anything. But they're also a validator for, I believe, Juno, for Osmosis, for I know for other chains. I need to do my research on this, but drop in the comments below. But the point is they support the IBC. And one of the points is they're not, for all of these different chains that have their own communities, vibrant communities and applications, they're saying, hey, if you stake your native token with our validator, you don't need to buy a membership and get a program. You'll automatically be able to access our services and the messaging.
It's like a stake to access model, right?
Like a stake to access model, absolutely.
And they're going to be a validator on Clan Network as well. But beyond that, they are going to be the private messaging layer for that developers on Clan Network can actually embed into their games and enable player-to-player communication, as well as anybody. It'll basically be the messaging layer, the communication layer on the Clan Network, and for the various games that pop up there. So lots of, that's really great for Alter. It's showing that, there's more and more use case that will be developed and as we see, because as we always mention, privacy is so important, and messaging. So, there's all kinds of uses for that, and gaming is, an obvious one for sure.
I just want to say that a lot of these, especially with gaming, it's really easy to just lose your privacy. I mean, people get doxxed all the time gaming. People get their information and IP address data just taken because it's not built to be private.
That's right.
I'm reading these quotes as I'm listening to you guys at the same time. So from Clan Network, one of our main goals is to deliver and integrate tangible utility between different games in different blockchains. With Alter, we will be able to offer game developers a best-in-class chat for their game community. Core contributors like Alter will help secure the interests of Clan Network in many aspects, allowing for developers to begin building out cross-chain and cross-game value immediately. Okay, that's awesome, because as we know, the IBC ecosystem already allows for cross-chain communication. So this is going to show, this will really help grow, I feel, the Alter community, but also the gaming,
the IBC,
the IB for Clan Network. And this means that for those people, if it's been a long time. I remember playing video games, just like Mario Kart days right now. But now video games is, you've got a headset, you've got like goggles on, you look like Maverick from Top Gun. You're strapped in there with your controller, and who knows what's going on. If you play video games like that, where you're talking to people, or, around the world, and you've got your a stage name, now you'll be able to send messages privately, and you'll be able to have those in-game communications on another level. Now, Alter is they're collaborating with a gaming platform, its own blockchain, right? And we're going to talk more about what is this clan network. But hold on. In fact, we can do that sooner than later. What is this clan network?
Yeah, well, we have an article on that. So interoperability is the big piece of it. You see the Medium article? Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
I guess the first paragraph is really kind of captures what they're trying to do. They're trying to get past the old model where in-game assets are only usable on that blockchain, and they're trying to expand it and free these assets up so that they can be used across chains. That's basically the point. Starting in the IBC, but as we know, the bridges between the IBC and the EVM world are continuing to be developed. So how long that stays purely an IBC ecosystem, remains to be seen. But that's the goal is definitely to go cross chain.
We've got a gamer among us. I believe Jacob.
Yep.
Jacob is active in gaming and even into some of the gaming in blockchain and crypto. You've gotten involved in some different projects that, can you see how some of these gaming communities would benefit from having private messaging between teams or people that the gaming community?
Oh yeah, and especially on like an esports level, as these blockchain games get more developed, and some of these games being like highly competitive, I could see there being like private chats for different teams, so that way they could be able to communicate without other teams hearing them, and being able to have scrimmages, being able to just all kinds of layers of communication being done.
That's a good point.
Alter has the ability to create groups and chat groups already. So to be able to allow developers in these games to embed this, which is what they're talking about doing, they're allowing for the Alter messaging platform to be developers to access it and develop it, embed it into their gaming platforms. This is really going to increase the utility and the usage and the exposure of Alter, because as you know, a communication platform is really, you want to talk about network effects. The value of a communication platform is definitely grows with the amount of people that are available to communicate with. That's the major selling points of a communication network is how many people you can talk to. If you're like, I've got this great communication network, but it's just me and Ryan on here right now, and Jacob.
It's not going to be.
It's secure. It's private. You guys ought to jump up, but it's just you three guys. Yeah. Send us a message whenever you want. It's like, well, we need more people. So Alter continues to grow and collaborate, and Clan is all about interoperability. So this, and they, of course, privacy with secret network and the interchain security. So this is very cool. We'll link the article. It talks about airdrop.
That's what we want to focus on.
Okay, we tell people about airdrops. We've mentioned for a long time that if you support many of these IBC ecosystem projects, Secret Network, Juno, and others, Osmosis, you're going to get an airdrop, because the developers have said, if you're supporting us early, the applications that build in us, are going to give a little back, and we're going to make sure that you get some of that in the form of airdrops. So, what do you guys think about Luna stakers? If that's still being done, which it very well may be, to OG supporters in these networks, how do you think that would work out?
I feel that the best way that they could go about it is before the UST depegging, they could snapshot the blockchain state then and reward users based on their participation then versus after the collapse, because I feel like it, like we were talking about off chat, there were some people who maybe spent $100 on Luna and have, what is it now, like 1,400 Luna or something?
They have a million. They have like 10 million. I got 10 million Luna because I spent $100. Whereas somebody a week ago could have like 100 Luna thinking that they had $10,000. You know how that works, but or 1,000 Luna or whatever it was. Who knows? But yeah, 100 Luna, something like that, something ridiculous that is now
There's gonna be a community decision. They'll vote after the initial drop on what the fourth chain will be, the fourth IBC chain. So maybe there'll be a proposal to, to remove Luna, from the initial airdrop. I could see that being a proposal. We'll see how that goes, but it is interesting. What's the initial inflation is going to be? What, 100% a year? Is that right?
That's right. With yearly 30 to incentivize active contribution and growth early on. Most tokens are going to go to core contributors to the network, not just the team. Game developers, game devs have opportunities to be true partners through partial ownership of the network. Validators to secure the network, and in the future to offer interchain security for game developers that would want to build their own Cosmos zones. So, a lot of these projects, I love how you see it a lot. They reserve for, if you're looking for what is the market in the economy, the sector that's looking for the most growth, like where are the jobs? Remember, we see in economics all the time where there's like a lagging, well, we need jobs in this market. So a lot of people start looking to study and create
those skills.
Get those skills. And really, this just goes to show that Web 3.0, IBC, EVM, Solidity, Tendermint, whatever these ecosystems, if you can learn to program and code and build, that there is a lot of money, there's a lot of funds that are being reserved on many chains to hire developers and people building out. So there are a lot of, it's important now to build homes, legit, always we need people building, but there's a lot of builders, there's a lot of empty homes, and there's not a lot of people that know how to develop ecosystems on crypto. So they're saying, hey, let's get a little bit more people over here developing, and we'll drop you some clan token if you do, and maybe some other stuff. So we'll do your own research on everything always, but especially pour through the tokenomics and see if it sits right with you, how much is going to the core network development, the game developer scholarships, the foundation reserved for marketing, the 5% to validators, 5% to advisors. Do you think that 5% should be 5.6%? Is that really bother you? Where
right.
It's like, it should be 7% or 2%, whatever it is, do your research, read about it, shout out about it. And I think that I wanted to show a little bit more, because the main part of this with the airdrop, the collaboration, but if this is your first time and we haven't seen any of our other altar videos, which we're going to be doing more, because we want to reward you for joining our chat, our group, and there will be a link below with an altar ID. So if you become a member of Altar and you send us a message in the group, there will be a reward waiting for you. Now, nice. That reward could just be me saying welcome to the group. Reward. And if that's not enough, me taking my time out and you taking your time out, and both of us taking time out of our days to say hello, if that's not rewarding enough for you, then subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you know what to do. Either way. But so here we go. Private messaging and secure messaging. This is it. This is the main homepage website for Altar. We're going to leave this below because they're not just collaborating with Clan Network. They've collaborated. We talk about, speaking of Clan, Clandestina, one of our favorite secret network NFTs, yep. Midnight Teddy Club, another OG validator privacy NFT that's collaborated with Altar, strong connections to Altar Network. So what does that mean for privacy and NFTs? That means if you're a member of a community, an NFT community that has strong foundation, strong growth, that community can have its own group that only the people with that NFT will have access to that chat feature. So
it's private communities, yeah.
Private exclusive communities, and in the gaming world too. So it's still early, still the beginning. Yes, Altar has its own token. Yes, we've done videos on how to stake their token, where to get their token. We'll do more, of course, but until then, you'll just have to see if we've gotten around to time stamping this video. Of course, those whale donations below to help keep the desk lamp going. That's really what helps motivate those timestamps, but we'll get to it eventually. We're still going to show you what's going on inside of the chat. This is Wise Beyond Bitcoin. And hello, y'all. What's going on?
Yeah, it's nice to see the UX, or the UI rather, the interface, and yeah, it looks real clean and simple. Kind of how it looks a little bit like the early versions of social media websites like Facebook. I think it looks similar aesthetic, but it looks clean.
Yep.
Easy to use.
Letting people know what's going on. You can create a group. There are chats, and you can chat with people directly. And of course, you've got old-fashioned Gmail types. Someone needs to send, you know what, maybe if you're the first person to send a message, then you might win something. Who knows? Probably will. We'll discuss it. You'll have to send me a message.
Maybe some Luna.
I've already offered that to the group. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I asked anybody if they're interested.
No takers. No takers.
We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out. I asked who wants to win some Luna. If we'll find out. But yeah, it's, they now look. Alter has an app for Android and iOS coming out. I forgot if the Android one's already out yet or not. But either way, this is happening like in the next quarter, this year, right around the corner. Like it's going down. They've got these. It's a functioning, working project. Yeah. And
developing and with new partnerships launching, so very exciting times, right?
Airdrops,
and all in the middle of a bear market. So that's the point we like to make is,
yes,
you know, look for those projects that are still doing things even when the hype and the hopium are not there.
And that's when you want to start to learn and get involved. You don't want to get involved when it's been green and pumped up 10x,
Right.
100x, and everyone's already. You want to start getting involved when no one's paying attention and still people aren't aware of what's happening in these early projects that are continuing to build value and utility. This is
Exactly.
Congratulations to Alter and the Oscar team. Congratulations to all Alter hodlers and supporters and chatters and community members. And yeah, and to all of you beautiful people, you know, it's a beautiful time to be alive. Blockchain, crypto, Zoom, YouTube, this whole thing is just madness. It's crazy what's going on, right? Come a long way from pagers, from 8-tracks, and then tape players and cassettes and CDs and flip cell phones, and all of a sudden, yeah, I mean, this is just, what a beautiful time.
It's happening fast.
Flying time machines with you listening to music and you're flying 80 miles an hour down the road. You're in one state, all of a sudden you're in another city. Boom, now you're in another country. And the whole time you're talking on a flip phone and you're sending an Alter private message. I mean, wild times. Are we not living in some wild times? Beautiful times. So yeah, let's continue to share the good vibes, learn the good vibes, drop some comments if you know about some amazing development happening in the space that's here to make the world a better place and more innovations. That's what it's all about. Do we cover this Alter airdrop?
I think so.
Today? Yeah.
Well,
Till the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.
Adios.